say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. Do you feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
A look at the Magic starting group. They've got Bol. Franz Wagner is out there with Suggs. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Banchero in at the 3. And for the Warriors, the core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Wiggins is out there with Looney. Now, here's Suggs. He's tightly guarded. And the pass to Banchero. There's the screen to the inside. It's stolen by Green. Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Curry. Shoots. He can't hit that time. And Orlando will come the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Franz Wagner wasted no time making the splash in the league. Took home a Rookie of the Month award at the end of 2021. A really good start for him on his budding NBA career.
Now Suggs after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Wagner outside. Shot clock at 6. And it's Wagner missing. Wagner's Rookie of the Month award was well earned, Clark. He is a hard-working player.
Yeah, I agree. He's earned and carved out a spot for this team already. And he's accomplished those feats quite quickly. I mean, Wagner has tremendous potential, I think, and a really bright future. He's a versatile player, a hard-working guy. He's only going to get better.
Now here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Now here's Suggs. He's covered by Thompson. 1:15 left to play in the first. Wagner has screen on Thompson. Here's Suggs. And it's Looney with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Floats it up for Wiggins. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Banchero with the ball. 23 points his last outing. Now Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Second chance shot, and Thompson sends it back.
In terms of off guards, Thompson is an all-defensive team-level player, can compete with the best of them. Oh, about time. Starting to wonder a bit if they were ever gonna knock a shot down.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Suggs passes to Wagner. Wagner has screen on Wiggins. Banchero kicks to Wagner. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Outside, Green, and Curry has it in the corner. Another three for Golden State.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Right back after this break. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And so here is Golden State. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Cole Anthony. Also, Markelle Fultz out there. Terrence Ross is out there with Bamba. And it's Okeke in at the 4-man position. Now, here's Fultz. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Passes to Poole. Over Anthony. Poole, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Outside Anthony. Bamba sets a screen. Here's the three. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. To the middle. Another shot. That shot misses. And Orlando will come the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on. And in part, it was because of their rebound.
That was the definitive difference. I mean, it came down to the final seconds, but the tough work on the glass they did carried the day. You know, one of the best sights from the NBA in my mind in 2022 was seeing Markelle Fultz on the court again. It was a long road back from his torn ACL, not to mention the issues he had with the frozen shoulder early in his career.
First free throw is good.
And for a player who relies on quickness and mobility like Fultz, an ACL injury can be devastating.
Well, trust me, I haven't had one, but I know enough guys who have, and it's a tough injury for any player to come back from, a torn ACL. And Markelle had to work extremely hard every day for a year and a half. All credit to him for putting that kind of effort into his rehab so he could get back out on the court.
And Kuminga gets it to go.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
The pass to Ross. 1:04 left to play here in the second quarter. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Kuminga. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz. Pass to Poole. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Fultz once again off the mark. Orlando Warriors have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Poole against Fultz. And it's Wiseman at the elbow. Just 5 to shoot. And there's Green on the assist by Wiseman.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide open man there.
Ross for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And the first half is now in the books. Warriors ahead. They're up by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and I think they've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing good.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Orlando Magic.
Their shooting has been bad, like Kenny's wardrobe bad. They need to be smarter offensively, run through the plays so you get good looks.
I'm not even going to touch that one. I'm going to let it go.
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
You take a look at Orlando. They hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs? Not how it works, fellas. They don't have the talent to pull that off. The effort has got to be there.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The core of this team all out there, Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Kevon Looney out there with Wiggins. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an all-NBA team.
That's good from Wagner. Both free throws good from Wagner.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Pass to Wiggins. Driving in. Some nice passing by Golden State. Back to Green. Takes a 3. No good. The Magic trail by 7. Banchero with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins to the wing right side. And Bol wide open. He shoots. No good on the three. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Wiggins passes to Green. Left side Curry. And Thompson kicks to Green. It's Curry outside. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
1:15 left in the third. Passes it to Banchero. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. It's stolen by Green. Out to Thompson for the three. That one no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. The pass to Bull. And here's Wagner. Trying to find Wagner and gets it to him. Basket good.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Pass to Looney. Floats it up for Wiggins. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Banchero passes to Suggs. Now, here's Banchero. Shot clock at 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, good from Banchero.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
Both shots good from the stripe. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the third. And here is Curry. Off the mark, and the drought continues. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Warriors lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. 4th quarter on the floor for the Magic. Banchero out there with Gary Harris. And there's Mohamed Bamba. Then it's Anthony, and it's Hampton at the shooting guard position. Over in the corner, Banchero. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Banchero's got the game tied up here for Orlando. Curry deciding where to go with it. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. The Magic shooting only 21% from the field so far. Hampton with the ball. Banchero is screened for Hampton. And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul. And the Warriors with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. Wiggins comes in for Moody. And it's Thompson in for Jordan Poole. Then for the Magic. Bol, he's checked in for Banchero. Franz Wagner comes in for Gary Harris. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for R.J. Hampton. Anthony kicks to Suggs. Bamba a screen on Curry. It's stolen by Wiseman. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. His 3-pointers off the mark. 1:56 left in the 4th quarter. Now Anthony to take the lead, and it's good on the way in. Anthony's got the lead up to 2 now for the Magic.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Well, this guy is always in attack mode, very aggressive. Some players might kick it out there, not him. He's going right to the bucket.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Bol setting the pick for Anthony. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And he's able to get it back. Bamba's shot is off.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Curry can't get it to go. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Magic. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in, and a switcher also for Orlando. Banchero's checked in. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
He finds Wiggins over Suggs. Misses off the right iron. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Bol setting the pick for Banchero. It's good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Orlando. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
All right, David, thanks.
At the line for the Magic, Jalen Suggs, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
I like a lot of things about Suggs. His toughness and physicality, though, kind of stand out, especially at both ends of the floor. And I think he just continues to grow as a player.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Curry dishes to Green. Yes!
And you'll never see Draymond shrink away from the big moments. There is no lack of confidence in that young man.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Team's 4. At the line for the Magic, Franz Wagner. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
No denying the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game. Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Give it up one more time for your Warriors.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Thompson, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Orlando. Bol. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
Now, here's Suggs. So the Magic win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you. But they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.